on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team from the American, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's second and long.
Let's go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. Turning on the Jets. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. That's caught. It's Pierre. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Pierre. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Northwestern. Second, Kentucky, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wilson to pass. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, out of space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make a connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go-mos. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll try the left side. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field. And, hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Farrell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Temple. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And the Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to bowl his way out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Some misdirection with the counter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Recovers the fumble and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Rodriguez. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Leaves it with the running back. And that ball's free behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wilson to pass. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give on the inside.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Five-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sims. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you've got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You've got to do something about it.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
On to kick it away.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. Handoff to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Northwestern 24, Kentucky 0.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Military stun.
The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. And the missed connection on third down.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Temple. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Temple. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just